Hey, big time guys. Rick and Rufus here to talk about some new tools that we have in our shops that we're super excited about and we want to share with you guys. I'll let you go first, Rufus. What's new in your shop that you're so excited about?
Well, here in the big time shop, we've got a lot of tools. So for us to need to buy a new one, not an often thing, although we have bought a lot of tools. So it's kind of a double-edged sword. What I brought in today, I picked up fairly recently. It's a fairly new release from one of my favorite tool companies. Do you have any idea what tool company might be?
Makita.
No. Milwaukee, come on, look at all the red here. So Milwaukee Tool, got a lot of their stuff. What I'm gonna bring out today is the cordless M12 Orbital detail sander. And I gotta say, when I grabbed this in the store, I was a little apprehensive. I said, do I really need another sander? Typically an M12, does it have the power? This has been phenomenal. It's become one of my go-to things I reach for. It's got a great handle to it. It's got the trigger. You hear it go there. It's got a trigger lock, so you can kind of freewheel it any way you want.
Yeah.
It's variable speed. It's got the light. The sanding paper changed out really quick with Velcro. And I tell you what, I use it for everything, Big Time Rick. Like, I'll give you an example here. You got your wood. I mean, you can really bog down on this thing, and it's more powerful than I kind of thought it would be. And it's so lightweight. Here, feel it. But
that's pretty well balanced too.
Yeah, and I even go one step further. I get out the old aluminum. We do a lot of metal work in the shop. I just, right there, just quick, deburr the edge. I reach for this all the time. Heck, I think I might need two of them, double fist the thing. But this has become such a go-to that, I've got kind of my go-to impact driver here and, my favorite tape measure here. This is earning a spot in my kind of carry bag all the time. And really, the triangle shape allows you to get into some very tight places. I think you've got some experience with that.
What YouTube probably doesn't know is that this came just from me using it. I needed to sand in a very tight spot, and this was the only tool that would get there with a small and unique shaped head. So I don't have enough good things to say about it.
The sanding, you can change out the Velcro pad, Allen key there, but to be honest, this tool is really kind of punched above its weight as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, that's good.
$149, I think it's well worth it. And for somebody that has a lot of expensive tools, this is on what I call the cheaper side of cordless tools. No battery, comes bare, but I'd pick it up immediately if you're looking for your next M12 tool.
It's a good one.
What about you? What'd you bring in today?
Well, just by happenstance, I also have a sander.
Yeah, that's pretty good. We do a lot of sanding on YouTube.
Unfortunately, we do a lot of sanding. I'm just going to go ahead and address the elephant in the room between these two tools.
Yeah, what model is that?
Well, as you can see here, it's got a really easy name. It's the ETS EC150/3 EQ Plus.
And it's Festool, which was Festool's label green.
Because that's what you need you need lots of it to buy it. That's the elephant in the room, is that this sander is a little bit more expensive. It's $575.
And it's basically a 6-inch, right?
Right. It's basically a 6-inch, 150 millimeters. But one thing Festool doesn't do a good job is with the tool description.
Yeah.
Festool calls this a orbital sander.
What do you call it?
And I would say that this is a wood eraser. With the right sanding pad on and your dust collection going, this will start erasing wood. It'll really get after it if you've got some aggressive sanding.
I happen to have one, and I know that sometimes instead of running through the planer, I just get this thing out for a few seconds.
It's pretty amazing. It's pretty efficient. It has its Festool Quick Connect power cord, and then a spot just for the dust collection. And the dust collection is so good, you could sand inside your house on some drywall, and you wouldn't need to sweep up afterwards. It's pretty incredible. So for the money, they make some more expensive ones, they make some less expensive ones, but for the middle of the road, if you're only gonna have one, I'd grab this one.
How's the ergonomics? Because it's a little different design than a lot of palm sanders.
Yeah, it depends how I'm using it. Sometimes I'll grab it on the back here, or grab it right on the top like a palm sander. Depends what I'm doing or where I'm using it.
Gotcha. Well, can you just do a little sanding right here for me?
Yeah, if I had.
Oh, geez, no! Come on, I guess you gotta. This is the only way
Yeah,
until you get power.
Well,
on
yeah,
it,
it's
right?
cool. You could use it manually, or you could plug it in.
And that's Festool's proprietary plugging system, right?
It is, and I'm actually kind of glad that there's no battery on this because the way it's balanced now and how big it is, I don't think there's room for a battery.
Well, and big time guys aren't gonna have 2 battery systems, right?
Well,
And you can kind of tell what battery system
they
have.
might. I mean, they might, but yeah.
But probably
generally
not,
speaking,
right?
Yeah.
And so we're not going to go get another battery system
Right.
like that. We're heavily invested here in the big time shop.
A little bit.
So I think corded is nice. I think as good as the batteries have gotten, I think corded for sanders that, with the work you do, you might be sanding for a long time.
You'd be eating through batteries if you had to power this with batteries. So one instance where the cord is good anyway, and you're also, if you've got dust collection you're tied to something anyway.
Yeah.
So that's good.
So, but you're pleased with sander, you like it?
No regrets.
No regrets.
No regrets.
Okay. Well, big time guys, thanks for coming along with us on this sanding journey today. Please let us know in the comments what new tool you've just bought in the shop that you now can't live without, and like and subscribe.